Oh, what did we fail at that I'm in here and not further in the game? You know, oh, I think I remember. Listen, stranger. I'm Leon Kennedy. I'm still not cured. I've still got a parasite in, mate. Fucking A. Yo, I like being able to reload real fast, though. Can't make a whole bunch. Let's make this, though. Even if it's a mistake. It's one we're gonna live with. I keep forgetting about all the other things I can make. Did that guy just facepalm at me? He fucking did. Listen, bruv. Listen, where's Ashley? Did I lose her again? Oh, this bullshit. Yeah. Okay.
Almost there.
Yeah, I got my tits kicked off here. I remember this. It's been a couple days. Hey, man. What? Dude.
One down.
Come on, bruv. Why you gotta be like that, mate? Get this fucking asshole. Oh, shut your hat off, bitch. Suck on this. Listen, bruv. Although I could shoot bruvs in the this guy is taken away from my single shot when I kill his friend. I'm gonna study all his moves. And I'm gonna shove his moves right up his nose. Like, what about... Wait, what? I got killed by buggos, didn't I? Oh! Yes, I did! I heard some gross shit. Speaking of buggos, I found an old, like, hive in the ground in my yard today. And I was like, bruv. Nuh-uh. All the snow just, like, flash melted. And I got this little pool of water. Small, very small, like less than half a cup of water. In my basement bathroom. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, because I've always lived high up in towers. And I go up back and I'm like, oh! Oh good, I see that the snow, when it melts, it collects about half an inch against that part of the back wall of my house. Great. Great! Great! Thankfully, it's just that one part, so... I'm gonna have to spend some money on some big, strong men to come out here and lift up some patio stones and relay the ground under it so that shit runs away from my house. Hopefully it hasn't damaged anything. Oh, see, oh hey man, listen shit. Fuck you, buggo. I guess I gotta pay the bug man too to come out. Fuck man, homeowners are employers. That is what we are. Which is part of the problem, right? But beats the shit out of somebody else being able to be like, oh, by the way, I applied to whatever legal... That guy blew himself up? Nice. Whatever legal body is in charge of this area to increase your rent by 35%. Go fuck yourself. Or I'm gonna move in my relative from some place that you've never fucking heard of so that they live here for a year so I can rent it out again, but not the price I rented it out to you. Bruv. So... Here's the freedom is being shackled to what the fuck is gonna break next. The what the fuck is gonna break next-a-thon has been going on for me. What did I drop so far? 500 bucks on a plumber last week. 600 bucks yesterday on my rabbit. Because he got that thing where his their little guts stopped working. The peristalsis just stops or slows down. He was in the slow down stage because I realized when I gave him his breakfast pellets and he didn't want them, I was like, you have an hour to eat those breakfast pellets and I'm gonna call you doctor. And he didn't eat the breakfast pellets, so we went to the doctor and they put him in the little ICU with the nurse that was force feeding him, which, let's be real, it wasn't that much force because he really likes that gross bunny gruel that they give them. And now he's better because we got it so early, but he's at home and I gotta like put these sub-Q fluids into his skins in the morning, which he doesn't love. And I don't really love it either because I'm just like, am I doing this right? Then I give him a little bunny hunchback. So Get It Fixed-a-thon continues now that I'm like, why is there water in my bathroom? And then I go up back and I'm like, ain't no snow against my hoose, but why is there a half-inch of water pooled around that part? Oh, because concrete is porous, right? So shit gonna just pool into it no matter what you do. So my biggest fear is that my foundation is fucked up. But like the inspector told me it was fine. But he was very like, you see these concrete like slabs around the back wall of your house? You gotta get rid of this shit. And you gotta grade the soil, which is clearly what I have to do because it happened. So now I'm all like, fuck. Contact the handyman company. I'm like, next time y'all is out this way, can you drop in and give me a quote? I also got a bunch of dead fucking electrical outlets. So this is a weird thing about my house, right? Is not super super old, but like it's older than me. So it is super super old. They clearly did the basement after they did the other floors, and all of the electrical on the upper floors is upside down. To me anyway. You know that third prong, that's in North America anyway. Instead of being on the bottom, that's on the top upstairs. And all of those fucking outlets are loose as fuck, and they're all fucked up. So they all gotta be redone. So I need somebody to come in and do that there shit. Help me, please! Adulting is bullshit. Yeah, you really can't win, right? Because you're always going to be fighting the powers of entropy. This is what I remind myself. Is that, no, Dane, you didn't buy a bad house. No, Dane, you didn't buy a bad car. Because my car fucked up on me, too. Now, thankfully, the car had a warranty on. Whoa! Hey! Like this guy's face in 3 fucking seconds. My fuel gauge quit. Whoa! Because I'm like one of those people that like, every time I leave the city, well, because I live out in the boondocks, right? Every time I leave the city, I'm like, gas, must get gas. It doesn't matter if we're like almost full, I'm getting gas. And so I'm feeding her gas, and I was like, I just drive off, because I can always pretty much assume that my gas tank is never more than a quarter empty. And then I'm driving, I'm like, what the fuck? I just fed you, though. How the fuck are you there? And so my first thought is, oh my gosh, she's burning gas at like 10 times the rate. Because it just didn't occur to me the gauge can be fucking broken. So the gauge just is not registering when I fill her up. Because I go back to the same gas station, because I hadn't gotten that far. And I fill her up again, but it's like $3, and then it does like the auto turn off, so you don't spill it all over the place. And I was just like, oh. And then I was like, oh, she's broken. How will I ever know? And so I take her into the dealership. Everything's just fucking breaking right now. They're like, oh, is it your first year of owning a house and being responsible for that? And being in like extra credit card debt because it fucking costs a fortune to get settled in a new house? Yeah, okay, here's some more for you, bitch. And I'm just like, oh, listen. So, and I'm not like handy. Like, I mean, I am a little, but like probably more than like the average white collar professional, but I'm still a white collar professional, so I still suck. This guy, listen, dude, processing my problems while dealing with this fucking snoop. Did I shoot his arrow? That kicks ass. So I'm just like, I have to hire people to come undo shit for me, which sucks. And, but there's this, did you know that you can hire handyman? Like, guys that aren't necessarily, like, plumbers or whatever, like, they don't have, like, specific credentials exactly. I mean, they might, but they don't necessarily have to. And, they just, you can hire companies that have these guys on employ, and they'll just send them out, and they'll be like, what do you need done, ma'am? You need your fucking sink replaced, or you need your... Like the guy that came out and built a half wall for me on my staircase in the basement because it had no banister and it didn't have a wall. Oh, got wrecked! Like, that was sick. So I just like sent them a message and I was like, oh, the next time you guys are out this way, would you stop by and give me a fucking quote on this bullshit that we already talked about doing because I already knew I had to pull up that part of the backyard when I bought the property. Ooh. Bitch, I need money. Or, you know what? No, I don't need money. I need to get married. Because that's the same thing. Even if he makes... a third or even a quarter of what I make, we're good. Like, that's all I need. I don't need much else. Yo, can that fucker shoot me? Whoa! Okay, let's take this back to my part of town. With the buggos, guys. Dang, ain't no one gonna marry you. You like to play video games instead of learning how to fix shit around the house. I know. That's why I'm fucking saying, like, men who can fix stuff and pull in, even fucking 30 grand a year. Bring that home. That would help. I don't care what you do with the rest of your time. Bring that home. Are Are you trying to get married? Or are you trying to get an employee? Same fucking thing. That's all I really need. And then I'll cover the rest of it. Be cool. Be Catholic. I'm afraid, because, you know, I can't just marry you for a business arrangement. And, like, maybe we'll learn to love each other. You want to drink beer? I don't care. You don't want to work out? I don't care. I mean, I care in the sense that, like, I will eventually become attached to you and therefore care about your health. Oh! Just like I care about Leon's health. And so I don't want you to die, but I'm not going to be like, bitch, why you got beer belly? I don't give a shit. You know, grow a beard, do whatever. Oh, you fuck. Don't hit me with RPGs. And just, you know, maybe be handy a little bit. Get the car washed. You know? Oh, I'm so dead. Oh yeah, this was part of the problem I had, wasn't it? Is that I don't really have much with me. What else is new? Dane, that's pathetic. You wanna go back to the days when marriage was a fiscal arrangement? It still is. I'm just being a girl boss is only fun if you're fucking rich.
Come on.
Oh, I'm out. And I'm not enough. Oh, fuck off. Fuck off. Even rich. Oh! See, I said too many truths and the game heard me. The game is a feminist. Oh, da, 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 da. See, okay, so the game is a feminist and it heard me. Dang, you're not a feminist? I thought I was back when it used to mean, or maybe I just never knew what it meant, but I was like, yeah, I think men and women should be equal under the law and have equal opportunity, and, you know, what's between your legs shouldn't have anything to do with whether you get a job or get a position or anything like that. You know, whoa, if a lady can do what a man can do, she should do his job and vice versa. That's what I thought anyway. That doesn't mean that I think men and women are the same. Like, well, I mean, I can't, right? I mean, if I did, I wouldn't be a fucking Catholic. I think they're complementary. Catholic, but also heavily trained in statistics. And, oh, no, you're not, because then you believe in X, Y, Z. No, fuck off. It's not about belief. It's about the concept of population spread. And, so, yeah, I think it's fair to say, in general, women are A, and in general, men are B, or more A than B, you know, like physical strength. I can't believe we're still debating this. In general, like if you were to plot the two populations against each other, they'd have some overlap, but they're clearly separate, right? Dang, that's so something phobic. Maybe. No, because it just, I mean, some facts are fucking inconvenient. But, like, why is that a bad thing that there's something special about what your genetics bestow upon you? I mean, it doesn't mean you can't improve or learn. I mean, I don't know how many weights you need to lift to beat a fucking dude. Or like the average dude even. I feel like do you think that the average lady, the average female could females. Remember Quark from Star Trek? That's some funny shit. I think he was one of my favorite. You know what? I thought that Quark was John Leguizamo like the whole time, but it's not. I was wrong. I wonder how likely it is that the average female, could, if she trained enough, and, you know, supplements and that kind of thing, if she could beat the average untrained male in strength. Like, if he also starts to lift and train, well, then he's going to move out of her league, right? But she could move into his previous league. I wonder. It's just a wonder. Just wondering. She could still beat the shit out of all the lower end males. But, you know, I wonder. Which means that guys don't have to do anything to train if they want to fight in women's fighting leagues. Dane, what are you saying? I don't know. I'm just thinking aloud. Because it's more fun than thinking about how much different fixes on my house are going to cost me. This is a first year of home ownership. I'm telling you, is a little bit rough. My biggest fear when I bought was that I was gonna buy a lemon, like just something that was just a sinkhole for money. So I'm anytime something breaks, I'm like, oh, this is it. This is it. I got scammed, and that is realistically just not the case. Like this little water issue, I knew that was something that could happen because the fucking inspector I hired told me it would be. So I shouldn't be like, oh my gosh. And when I talked to him, I'm like, okay, so how much of a fucking big deal is that? He's like, not really, it's fine. Like I mean, water bad for sure, but getting it fixed. I fucking saw it. I saw it was there, and I fucking did it. Just like when I bought this house, and I knew that it could get water in it. Thankfully, it's just a smidge, but. Oh man. Again, I'll still take it over renting. And don't get me wrong, like, the last place I lived in, because I was renting... Oh, are you serious? They really are everywhere. I don't think they really hurt you, though. Like, it doesn't seem like it's that bad. The last place I rented was pretty great. They, they come and they fixed it, and they never fucking bothered me about it, and they never gave me any reason to be like, fuck you. I mean, there were tenants that lived on other floors who were just like, these guys are the worst! And I was just like, I think that you just expect too much. Like, everything is pretty reasonable. What's your fucking problem? But that is what it is. Maybe I just got lucky. Or maybe I have low standards. I don't know. But I've rented some absolute dog shit places for sure. Absolute dog shit places. I had this bedroom apartment. One bedroom apartment. No, it wasn't even. Sorry, it was a bachelor. And it was a basement, and it was shaped like a C, where there was this whole missing section in the middle, which, prompts me to do things like start touching all the walls. And I did indeed find a hidden room that the property owner didn't know about. Because when I showed it to him, he was like, I legit didn't know that was there. And I was like, great. And it was just this, like, room with pipes in it. Like, I wasn't even super clear why they didn't just sort of, like... I don't know. I don't know. Like, there was no reason for that secret room to be as big as it was to accommodate a tangle of pipes. I used to put my garbage in there when I'd forget about garbage day because I couldn't fucking remember. But that place was shit. That place was absolute crap. And so were the other people that lived on the property. And so was the landlord. And it was the worst. And that was the last time I rented from a private landlord. Now I understand not everybody has the credit score to not rent from... I actually know what, these days, you know what, it doesn't even matter. I don't know if there's such thing as a landlord that doesn't require a credit score from you now. Because it's all fucked up, right? Back when I got that place, I didn't need a credit check. Probably why I ended up in that shithole. And... and then I started renting from, like, large companies. I don't know if I ever rented from a REIT. You go on the housing forum, everybody hates REITs, right? I don't know enough about it. All I know is that I just had better luck with corporations because, at least back then, before, they started to be able to charge like $3 grand for a 1-bedroom apartment that like 3 families fucking squeeze into. Hey man, fuck you. Oh, what happened there, man? Oh, he's got the little like parasititas in his arm. Oh, okay, these guys are fucking really problematic to me. I really don't care for them. I don't have what I need to kill with murder. But, yeah, back when, like I got my 1-bedroom, it was, first 1-bedroom apartment I got from the company was, I think, $650 a month, with utilities included. Yeah, I know that's unheard of now. And, the last one, I can't remember what I got it for, but it's, by the time I fucking left, it was about $925. Yes, utilities included. so not a big fucking deal. That's pretty good in the city. Well, I mean, fucking unheard of now. When they rented it out after I left, and they did it pretty fucking quick. Like, they remodeled a couple things, and then they just fucking rented it right out. That's part of how I got out of my lease early, because I was like, dude, do you realize how little I pay you? And they were like, fuck off, yes, you can leave early. So, they rented it out for like $2,300 or something, and I was like, dude, that's a nice apartment, it's pretty big, you know, like, I spent a lot of years there for a reason, but it ain't fucking worth that. Couldn't fucking believe it. But wait now, oh, maybe I have to hit like a certain, look at this, brah, ew, dude. Yeah, it ain't worth that. But then again, worth is by the market, right? I just don't really understand what happened. How the hell did suddenly housing become like a myth? How did we get back into the territory where, never mind owning your own home, how about just renting your own apartment, where that became something that only people that make, you know, middle to upper white collar, no, not even white collar, sorry, no rips on the trades or anything, I just don't know anything about you, you know, like, people making, like, 60K Canuck bucks plus a year can possibly even swing, and I don't even necessarily mean comfortably. Like, how did we get there? Like, how did we get there? And what is, and so what, never mind those people, but what's happening to people that don't have that? Because they already had shitty options. So, I don't know, it's all very bleak. It's all very bleak. So, yes, my house is costing me money right now because it's... It'll keep costing you money even after you pay it off, Dane, because there's something called property taxes. Yes, I know about those. Not a fan. Not a fan of any taxes, but they are a necessary evil, I suppose. Yeah, so I may be bitching about that, and I may be bitching about having to call a plumber, and I maybe have, you know, and bitch, and whatever else I further bitch about, I'm going to constantly bitch. It just is what I do. Ooh. At least it's gonna be mine eventually. And it won't even, like, it won't even be that long for me, because I bought way under what, I was approved for. I got very lucky, because I was just like, like, it's only another so many tens of thousands of dollars. I'm like, yeah, tens of thousands of dollars matters to me.